It's the Cable League. MTGO Show.
The darlings that I miss, they got cut this time around, are Worn Power Stone and Metalworker. They mostly cut a bunch of shitters, and they mostly added a bunch of heaters. Black was like kind of underpowered, and they didn't cut a bunch of like old school darlings from Black. They cut like the sacrifice stuff, like Blood Artist and whatever. Like no one has some huge nostalgia for Blood Artist. That's not why people are playing Vintage Cube, right? So replacing those with like busted new cards, totally fine. Concert was a good time, pleasantries, really good vibes, very nerdy. So like there was only one band that was playing last night that I was really into. Westerun, they're like kind of prog-ish, and I really enjoy seeing prog bands live because they can do this thing where they're like telling a story through song, and they like take you on this journey with their super long tracks and stuff. I really want to do Goblin Welder stuff, but it's so hard for me to pass at Tolly. Tolly's so much fun. Yeah, let's take Faithless Looting and try and wheel the Welder. Or maybe Smuggler's Copter. Maybe that's better with Welder. Triplicate Titan's pretty good to weld too. Right Armoric, that's what I'm saying. A lot of the cards that got cut. So, Blood Artist was trying to supplement the sacrifice strategy that Carmen had started. A lot of the cards that got cut were from that range. They weren't like old darlings. That's what my point was. There weren't like a lot of our old darlings that got lost there. The two standouts to me were Metalworker and Worn Power Stone. That's what I mentioned them. But there were like 50 fucking cards that got swapped. So, the old darlings are like a footnote. Mostly just cut garbage for heaters. Ones. Muldrifter. Yeah, I haven't missed Muldrifter at all. The definition of filler, Yeah, so I enjoyed the one act that I was there for. And then I had a bit of time to kill. And it's a very easy festival to kill time. Because the entire festival, the entire show area is surrounded by arcades, like old-time arcades, that are set up to be free to play. And then there's a whole wing of pinball machines. And when there's free time in between sets, the pinball machines are all taken up. There's like enough people that if you want to play an arcade game or whatever, it's like really easy to find one. There's enough machines. So when an act that I wasn't that into was playing, I was like, all right, time to jam some pinball. Just like played pinball for like an hour with metal blasting in the background. It's great. Do I have a favorite pinball machine? Yeah, I like the Iron Maiden one. I played the Metallica one for the first time, and I thought it was really smooth, really well made. They had a Game of Thrones one that was alright. Had a nice multi-ball. Hell yeah. That's a late Lilium. There was a Jurassic Park one, but I was pretty off it. I have played the Kiss one, yeah. Do I ever get into the strategy of pinball? Nah. Nah, I'm a casual. I ended up in a Spider-Man... I got a record in some Spider-Man machine once, and I was like, what the fuck? How did this happen? Or it had me put in my initials. Oh, man. The show had a Crystal Castles machine, and, like, nobody remembers that old fucking busted game. So it was just always open, so I was just jamming it all night. Got a couple scores in the old top 10. There were some, like, legit records, or some legit high scores in there, too, though. Like, someone had played that machine that knew what they were doing. Because the best I got was third. I've put hundreds of hours into Crystal Castles, but it was all from the time period between when I was 4 years old and 7 years old. And I was using, like, a shitty joystick that, like, stuck and stuff. So, every once in a while, I find this game in a barcade or something, and I get to play with the actual spin wheel that's like all smooth, and you can just fucking zip around and do crazy shit. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun for me specifically. I've not managed the new meld yet. Crystal Castle's the band? Yeah. I think we're more Karn than Sulfuric Vortex so far. Hell yeah, Karubits. Oh man, one of the bands... Power Glove had two guest singers for one of their songs, right? And the guest singers were pretty good. I kind of got the impression that they were like YouTubers or something. But after their show after their song that they guested on, One of them proposed to the other one on stage in the middle of this metal festival. They got a good crowd reaction. And then as they were leaving the stage, the dude shouted out, "Y'all better sub to my Patreon so I can afford the wedding." He was very cute, yeah. The whole festival had really good vibes. Yes! I was hoping this Goblin Welder would wheel. It's a hard thing to count on, right? You know, it's hard to count on anything wheeling when there's only going to be so many cards in the pack. But we took the Faithless Looting with the idea that the Welder might come back to us. And as well as picked up the Battlesphere. Kind of been building towards that the whole time. Wow, that's a late channel. I guess we have this Chariot. Yeah, maybe we are red-green. Yeah, if y'all insist, right? Yeah, give me the, show me the good cards, whatever. Is there an Orb Titania? I think I'm into it. Wow, we just got like a whole deck here. Just all like dropped into my lap. I think Chariot might be a fun one to weld out. Yeah, here we fucking go. How do we feel about Fast Bond? The Proving Ground is a mountain forest, which is nice for this channel. Doesn't feel like an Anduril deck. Doesn't feel like the Talisman's like super off color, right? We're not currently a Fast Bond deck, but we could be if we get like Wheel of Fortune and Memory Jar. Wheel of Courser. Hey, Tibalt thinks the Sob thinks at 46 months. Yeah, green's been really open. That's a good point. Maybe that Workshops will come back. Oh, there's Excavator here. Weird to take Excavator over Red and 6, but I guess Red and 6 is more likely to wheel anyway. In a combo, well, you need like a fetch or a strip mine for it to do the thing, you know. Right now they're just 2 cards. Nice Tibalt. Yeah, that card's fucked up. I have Zernor. Oh, yeah, that's true. Ancient Tomb. Or Academy. Academy's better than Ancient Tomb here, right? Ancient Tomb helps you play Lelia turn 1. That's kind of nice. I'm an Academy. Not currently a Zerda deck. We could become a Zerda deck pretty easily. I think I want... Maybe Mutt's better. Maybe Mutt's actually better than Talisman with Welder. It's like something to weld out and a discard outlet. There's only gonna be 3 cards left. I don't think you can count on anything wheeling. Really fun start here. Correct, this is only pack 2. It is Titania, yeah. That's why I had the Zern Orb earlier. I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, so these would play well with the Welder strat, but like Wheel of Fortune is also kind of good with Welder, and it's really good with that Fast Bond, Prism seems fine. I like Mindslaver a lot. It's a nice one to channel into. I think I'm just supposed to take another Crucible effect, though, Make this combo more consistent. It's nice that that one's an artifact for Welder as well, and the Academy and stuff. Yeah, right, Heisenberg. Ugh. This is so cool. Gross. Right, Mr. Fluff and stuff. So it is infinite mana, too, with the Zern Orb. The nice thing about having, like, a fetch or a strip mine is that it makes the combo more consistent, right? You don't need the Zern Orb specifically if you have those other things in the deck, too. Just like how I got multiple Crucible effects now. Like, hopefully Money Mons. Spirited Drift album. I was listening to this album last night, and I'm kind of in the mood for it. A little bit of psychedelic rock here, a little heavy psych. There's a Saga. Yeah, this would be a filthy Saga deck. Really some, like, Wooded Foothills action, you know, just make our mana better. Wouldn't mind something else worth channeling into. I guess I just passed to fucking Ulamog. That would've been good. Bridgewell. I, like, completely forgot that there was a channel in here for a sec. Because I was hyper-focused on the mana base. Force Meldstep. Yeah, I'd jam that. You want to splash for Trigger Mage? Yeah, maybe. Or Enlightened Tutor. Tinker. Yeah, we passed Blightsteel Colossus. Passed a lot of top-end shit already. Mox Diamond would be sick here. Yeah, we could gain infinite life and then channel into Pessimization. Currently we want like at least one random ass Eldrazi though or something. Hey, that's not the worst. Also works well with Welder, it's nice. 2-1 color Moxen. Be nice if that portal came back, Hey, Spicy Meatball thinks at $20. Yeah, try and remind me when we get into the third match. When there's a stip in the queue. I might forget. Yeah, right now I think the best thing we could get is a Mox Diamond, followed by just fetches, Strip Mine, maybe Emrakul. Hey, there's a Saga. Seems like a pretty good Saga deck, Even fixes, because we have Mox Ruby and Mox Emerald. And it can get the Zern Orb, it can like find a combo piece. God, that's filthy. And we have Retrofitter here. Jesus Christ. Jesus. I don't think we're gonna have room for Dire Fleet. Like right now, this is 21 playables. I think we can support Mox Opal. Like I think we have enough cheap artifacts that we count it as land. It's so cracked. Not Wasteland, nah. Wasteland's not good against everybody. A lot of people just have a bunch of basics and stuff. If it wheels, I'll be happy to play it, but I don't value it that highly. Taking Crop Rot, I might play it with Academy and Saga, but ideally we'll get a Strip Mine. You know what, Magus? Oh, the song just said Wasteland. Here I am, picking against the song. It does look like a heater, doesn't it, Eric? You can to Noob Lord, and that is the thing you can do. Currently, I think we cut this channel, right? I put the Firebolt in the sideboard. I don't think Loam's that good, no. We don't have fetches and stuff, right? Meowdy Mariak. I think we'll have plenty of playables too. Don't need this channel. Battlesphere and the Cauldron are just like castable off of the Academy. On top of like the Welder synergies. Oh, sup Emrakul. Never mind, we're playing the channel. Maybe the Cauldron Complete's getting cut. We passed a Sneak Attack earlier this pack. Might wheel it. Who would actually cut channel? People that don't get past an Emrakul, that's who. Those people. Kind of like the Memory Jar with Fast Bond and Welder. Reclaimer's pretty good, but I don't think we need Reclaimer and Crop Rotation, right? That seems like a bit much. And Reclaimer's slower. Alright, so we didn't get a fetch, but that's okay. Yeah, I think the fact that we can tutor up Zern Orbiters as Saga makes the Fastbond Crucible stuff worth. And then Fastbond's also good with Wheel of Fortune. We do need a cutter too. I don't think it's the Bobble, because like we have the Mox Opal. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Lazy Destroyer, I think it's 25 months. Yep, you got it. Every card is sick. Yeah, I'm thinking about Past Infestation. Maybe Batterskull Memory Jar. It's a hard cut because Past Infestation's so good. It has a sink for all this fucking mana. Oh shit, what up? Novellin dropping a fat 20 subs in. Thanks, Novellin Daddy. Congratulations to Chocolate Pancake, to Milton, to Toast042, to Tater Chimp, Zneeman42, Walking Eye, Skylark the Botanist, Goody Phil, Mason RB, Primal Command, Guy Who Hates Toast, Malicious, Green Street, Bunny Moons, Shurkin Smurf, Jesus Lackey OG Marco, Coderific, Son of Fergus, and Talion. Congrats, folks, and thanks, Novellin. Cheers. This is like 8 red and 8 green. Neither cutting Mox Opal. Or no, I was cutting Mox Opal for red. How bad is 41? It's really bad, right? Am I supposed to cut this Prism? The Prism ramps into some stuff really nicely. Titania and such. Also, if we don't have 3 artifacts for Mox Opal, helps turn that on. Is Ren kind of mid without fetches? Yeah, that's true. And we have the 2 Crucible effects. I think you're right. I think you're right about Ren. Good call. It gets back Urza's Saga, but again, we have 2 Crucible effects. And the Crucible effects go infinite with Zern Orb, and Ren and 6 does not go infinite with Zern Orb. Good eye, good eye. How good is Titania here with Zern Orb? Really good. it's really good. Save the deck as red-green orb. People know what that means, right? Yeah, this deck's fucked up. Could turn one Prism, but like, why would you do that? Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Delric35, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 3 months. You got it, friend. Is this Karn gonna want to draw cards or down tick? I feel like it's a card drawing Karn. Yeah, Bitter Reunion's sweet. I'm happy to see it in the cube. It was one of my bigger wants for the cube, was Bitter Reunion. Zurin Orb, you say? A fast bond away from happiness. Yeah, right? I almost want to sack this Bobble. Draw 2 towards fast bond. It's probably fine. One's got a lot of shatters. There's another one coming up. For the number of artifacts in my draw, this Tellurian Academy is like way sadder than it should be. Hey, Night Tsar, thanks for the 30 months there. Yo, dog, you want to give me the Titania with the the Suriname you know about? Nothing bad will happen, I promise. If they Rex Sage the Mutt to get into the Karn, I think that's fine now. They're not Rex Saging like the Urza Saga to slow us down, or the Zurin Orb or whatever. There's like enough shit now. Exactly, pick your poison. Overload them a little bit. Oh, that's not bad. Yippers. Oh, the dear Jesus. You think they're baiting me with like a sweeper or something? Trying to build up my confidence. Like, oh no, sure hope you don't sack all your lands. Well, Titania earned her keep, Both Red and 6 and Pest Infestation looked good there. Just like a lot to ping. Oh, cut the sneak, yeah. That seems important. Firebolt would be fine. Batterskull or Cauldron Complete would be fine. With a Ragavan in the deck, I don't hate the Firebolt. Another way to like push through. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Chuckling Wolf, thanks for 14 months. Leaning kind of hard on this Faithless looting. That's alright, that's what looting's here for. No, the Mox Opal was passed to us, but yeah, we opened Mox Ruby and Mox Emerald. Pretty fortunate. I kind of like playing the Proving Ground, so I have, like, green mana next turn. But getting the Foundry rolling is kind of nice. I think you'll play the Proving Ground, you, like, do nothing else. It's like Proving Ground pass, which is fine. No, my Karn. Maybe I'm not getting yours as Saga. Could have sacked the Mountain Discern Orb to have the Proving Ground into play untapped. And then Titania back the Copperline Gorge. And then Crop Rotation. Fair enough. Nice turn. Yeah, kind of fun, huh? This opponent really needs to deal with this Goblin Welder, because we got some juicy ones in the bin. Could I have sack with a Titanium trigger on the stack instead? Well, then I wouldn't be targeting the Copperline Gorge, right? If the Titanium trigger's on the stack, it needs to have the target. It's not return a land, it's return target land. Hey, bottom defiling people thinks the $4.20. Not bad. Not bad. I was kind of fucked up, huh? Please tell you this deck has fast bond. Oh, yeah. Oh, this deck has fast bond. Titania's a fucked up card. I think this is a mole. Yeah, it's a mole. I think this is a keep. Alright, we have a song request from Bottom, who says, this classic finally got a US release a couple days ago. Let's celebrate. Oh shit, what up? AMC squared, thanks the 9 months there. Oh, you want to hear some Planet of the Bass? With DJ Crazy Times. Did y'all see the, they like opened for a Jonas Brothers concert or something? And you see the crowd and they're just like, what the fuck is this? Like the crowd was not online enough for this track. Hey, Meta Ridley, thanks for the sub, thanks for sharing that Prime. Yeah, I think I'm just not channeling. Or maybe next time with the Academy up. I like that idea. I win! I'm the winner! The winner is me! But you kind of get why I wanted, like, a shitload of mana up when I jarred, right? Let's just play stuff like Battlesphere plus Portal or whatever. Terra Sunder seems good in the Saga Mirror. Pest Infest. What do I not want here? Maybe Chariot's too mid-rangey. And we didn't see anything to Portal. Hey, a Polish Sniper thinks it's 69 months. Yeah, the weed number. I think Sneak seems the worst. Leave the Channel Emrakul in, but cut Sneak Attack. I can see doing that. Doo-doo-doo. Hand's like really underpowered for the deck, but I don't think it's like a bad opener. Got a lot better. I really want a Karn down tick here and just let it die to Flicker Wisp. But I'm up tick. Wheel of Fortune, you say? How fortunate are we feeling? Wheelie fortunate? Get out. Get the fuck out. We can kick this Terra Sunder. I just noticed we actually have a black source here. Hey, go Jacob sinks the 40 months. Why don't I budge on in here? Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's a terrible trade for them. It's not like my 1/1 flyer gets worse, right? Turns into a new goddamn 4/4 next turn. Oh, there's an issue, though. Thinking about how many fucking 1/1s I could make with this channel. So if I just activate Retrofitter, Academy taps for 7, and then 3 to untap, 2 to tap. I kind of like the channel plan. I channel, I can pay like 10 mana, or 10 life, make 2 1/1s, then I'll have 7 mana, so I can tap Academy. I'm sorry, I'll have 8 mana. I can tap Academy for 2, 6 floating, 3 to untap. Yeah, I don't know. Man, this is not that good. You want to channel into looting? We can do that next turn. Could even like lead on the looting next turn, right? Yeah, fuck it, let's lead on this. Oh, I see what you're questioning. Retract, yeah. But how could looting hit land if the Teferi had down ticked? I think I'm just trade one of these and make a flyer. Oh no, we gave them a clampable. Alright, that's fine. Probably. Do I get to untap with all my shit here? Fair Magic? I mean, they've only played good cards. Mastermind, Fairy, Hero Blade, Hold Skull Clamp. Some cantrips, some counters, some duels. Eh, shit. Yeah, this next turn we were going to get to do the Academy float. Make a shitload of 1/1s. Sack Academy, rebuy it. After welding them. Man, if the welder was untapped, we could, like, prevent this too. We attack to clear the Teferi there. That's so bad for me. I guess at least we have Urza Saga spitting out heaters now. If we get another graveyard artifact into the graveyard, we can weld out the retrofitter and then weld it back into play on our side. We can answer the clamp somehow or something. There's really a lot, yeah. There's a lot going on, Loop Man. I dropped the first round. I mulled to Oblivion and just conceded game 3. Just dropped the league beat Elm. I was just off it. Little hungover, it just felt like drafting. Tonight's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna go see Unleash the Archers. Keep on drinking. What's this Lauren gonna target? Saga? Saga makes sense. Zuranorb. I'll probably have some responses there. What's a good number of lands to sack? We could do nothing, just let it die. Do a welder. Yeah, this could be to induce a sacrificing a lot and then they have a sweeper. Could be bait. I'll sack another one though for fun. For value. Leyline Binding. What are you gonna target with that? My Titania. Alright, I'm gonna sack some more lands now. Just at the Academy too. Yeah, fuck it. Bye, Titanium. I need this much life. How do you lose the game if you have this much life? That's what I want to know. Oh, I have Crucible going. Why'd I play that land? Instead of replaying Saga. Derp. I mentioned the bit about being hungover, right? That's my excuse. That's my excuse for that slop. Good thing my deck's fucking nutty. Oh, shit. It's hard to mull a hand like this, because it's like all heaters, you know? It's all good cards. It's like probably fine, right? You lead on the ground, you Saga on 2, and then you can activate, and then Saga gets a duel or a Mox. Oh, sure. Lumberjack? Yeah, you get a Black Lotus every turn. How do you lose? How do you lose with Lumberjack? When they have 14 lands in this deck, the odds of us having a 4-land fast spawn opener is so low. It's just not likely at all. Yeah, I thought a turn 1 draw 7 was more likely to turn 1 him to Chirac. Double black's like harder than 2 colorless and a blue, or 2 colorless and a red. That was my reasoning anyway. That sweet, sweet saxophone. Opponent didn't want to give me Zernor with my fast spawn in play. We have 2 Crucible effects in the deck, folks. There are 2 Crucible effects. There's only 1 fast spawn. There's only 1 Zernor. I think there's a good chance we gain infinite life here. Hell, an infinite mana turns into an Emrakul, so... And Channel could also do it from this spot. I think we're drawing very live. We'll see. Yeah, they want to pressure the Karn. Maybe let's Ragavan come in. They attacked me. They're like, fuck that Karn. 7 loyalty. 7 loyalty is too many loyalty. Fair enough. They wanted to light them up. Light them up. Light them up. Light them up. I'm on fire! And just like hungover and depressed karaoke. That's my demo. You think it's the worst Fall Out Boy album? I think that's the only Fall Out Boy song I know. I didn't think it was that bad for, you know, kind of predictable pop music. Oh, thanks, Spicy. Yeah, thanks for that reminder. I've been furied. I've drawn a channel. We're gonna put a Zernor in play first, because they are playing Burn. It seems like a smart thing to do. I don't think we dashed the Ragavan. I win. I'm the winner. I guess dashing the Ragavan was mana neutral if it connects, right? Because you get a treasure and the treasure turns on the Mox Opal. Whatever. So against what we saw, I like Batterskull. And I like Firebolt. I'm less sure about Memory Jar and Portal. Ragavan comes out on the draw. Is that a thing you do? Do you cut Ragavan ever? Is this my most messed up deck so far? Maybe this Vintage Cube season. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. We've got some good ones. You feel like I value Zernorb higher than anyone else on Moto? Yeah, that's fair, Yuvanko. I've won like half my games off this fucking Zernorb though, so... like, and here I am in the finals, right? You like cutting Jar and Portal? Yeah, I'm worried about the Jar drawing them into a bunch of fucking burn spells. Jar is like a little less exciting. Portal might still be good. Portal Defrexia might still be a good card to weld into play and stuff. Although our Welder's less likely to live, right? Is Ren good? We only saw 1 fucking creature. If Ren only kills 1 creature in their deck, then it's pretty terrible. Hell yeah, Subtle Hustle. We haven't gone infinite life yet. We have made fucking like 7/5/3s a few times. That's been pretty good. 2 creatures including Fury. Yeah, I mean, Ren and 6 isn't good versus Fury. Sure. I did not siphon. I was missing a Crucible effect. How have you been wheel or crop rotation here? I'm gonna be in the crop rot. Fuck, eh? Yeah, land here for Lelia would have been so good. Yeah. At least they're not shield breaking me. This is about as badly as this draw could have gone, huh? We knew it was a risk. Had 2 mana and a cantrip, but I don't know. Sometimes you just get magicked. The Kikijiki's interesting. I'm trying to think if there's a way back into this game. We could like Lelia, trade with Realmaster, take 7, untap, play Chariot. I don't think there's any like downside in playing another turn. Kiki on the Rabble's still lethal. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that works. Forgot about the Kiki. Yeah, the game didn't really inform my sideboarding. It did make Portal look interesting. Still dig the Firebolt. Wheel of Fortune's awkward against them, but it's still, like, good with my Moxen and good with my Fast Bond. I'm still gonna leave it in. We can always, like, loot it away, right? We have some nice loot effects. Just basically thinking about if I want Portal to Phyrexia in here. I don't think I do. I think I jam this. Jessica's Will is a hybrid draw spell or ritual, depending on the spot you're in. God. It's so close. There are matchups where I'd keep this hand. There are matchups where I'd snap this off. We gotta send it back, though. Okie dokie. I like playing the Fastbond this turn, because the Fastbond does cost a mana. So we hit very specifically third land Zurin Orb off our draws here. It's not likely, but technically possible. Just hit their Zurin Orb? Well, that's an idea. And I'm not going to play out this Proving Ground. I might want to cycle it. We can just play with the Excavator. The free card. Might need that free card here. I am doing Stips. There's already one in the queue, though. It's just that easy. I would like to gain all the life now. I would like all of the life. And if we had a mana sink here, we could be doing stuff with it. Like if I didn't have to discard the Retrofitter Foundry into the Faithless Looting. We have fun here. What do you think a good amount of life is? Do we not draw our entire deck? How do we draw our entire deck? This is a cycle. This cycle can only happen from your hand, friend. Oh yeah, we did see Kiki Jiki. They probably can do infinite damage. You can go a few hundred. I can see that. Break Moto. I don't think we have time to do a few thousand. I think you hit it like a cap at several thousand or something. Oh, just match clocks? Yeah. This is game 3, right? I don't think our clock situation matters much. Which loop takes longer? Kiki Orb. If they're kicking back Zealous, the Orb loop. Because every activation with Kiki deals 3 damage. The Orb loop is pretty nice and efficient, though, isn't it? Pretty fast. 15 minutes life gain. I'm not doing 15 minutes, but I might gain, like, go up to, like, 100 or something. In case they answer my Excavator. Grabbing a beverage makes sense. Is all 5 faster? Sort of. You're mostly waiting for the animation regardless. There's the outside chance that there's a fucking fire blast over there too. So if you were not careful and sacked all your lands, it would be awkward. We did that earlier though. They didn't fire blast me. How high do I go before the opponent concedes? Well, people are saying that the opponent could deal infinite damage. Sometimes, like, if you kill the opponent's, like, way to gain and go infinite, and just, like, hit him with some fucking 5/5 flyers, you can kill someone, too. It just takes a while. Anyway, that's a good reason to go up to, like, 100 some instead of chilling it. 50 life. You think the 0 cards is a factor? It could be. We have this Faithless Looting. So next turn I'll probably find something. In paper, it only gets awkward if both, like, if you have a way to continue going infinite. Like, your opponent has a, like, say you've got Spike Feeder combo versus Ballista combo. I think a judge at some point, like, declares someone the winner based on, like, who's active player versus non-active or something. Why do you only have so many land plays remaining? That's just a Moto thing. There's no pain to cycle. You can't cycle from your graveyard, friends. It's not how cycling works. Cycling is only from your hand. If we had a Horizon land, we could do that. We can get a little zesty and draw the deck. But cycling is only from your hand. It will only ever be from your hand. It is not a graveyard ability, that cycling. What life total really aiming for? This is about right. Floating mana to cycle from the graveyard. Allowing fun? Yeah, no, this is a hoot. A hoot and a holler. Nice. What's poppin'? This mana base, friend. We're at 106 life. It's turn 4. I understand I have infinite mana. I literally just demonstrated how to get mana with this loop. I flash back the Faithless Looting before playing the Lelia, right? Because we find an Emrakul or something. Or Wheel of Fortune or whatever. Then this is much better than playing the Lelia out. Infinite 2/2s? It's not infinite 2/2s. Urza Saga? Very slow way. They can't make creatures the turn it comes into play. Why is the opponent still playing? Well, they have Kiki-Jiki in their deck, so they can hypothetically deal infinite damage, right? We believe that is why. I like how that's the part that everyone's actualing. The size of the tokens. Oh, technically the tokens will be different if you could do the infinite. I shall take the 2. Well, that was very not groovy, opponent. Not groovy at all. We have another loot effect. We've got that 2/1 that loots, so I'm gonna hold on to this mountain. This, oh man, the retrofitter's in the bin too. It's a bummer. Would have been nice here with the academy. Yeah, having to discard that retrofitter to keep the Zurin Orb Yeah. The Wheel of Fortune would be gas, wouldn't it? At least we have some pressure here, but they can Kiki copy the Imperial Recruiter and get some really nice blocking going on. I guess they dropped a 5 to play the Kiki, though, because the Sunbaked Canyon. So then the Recruiter would have to chump. So that only works for a turn. Why don't I replay the Saga? What card would I replay the Saga with? Well, that's not good for me. They got this Clamp draw engine. Come on, Wheel of Fortune. You would talk to the fucking judge in person, Gabe. Maybe if you Google it, there'll be some like in-depth explanation, but debating the finer points of infinite life versus infinite damage is not great in Twitch chat. Ah, but what about if the life gain is from this source? Who cares? Yeah, right, Drawley? There's the real question. The real fucking question. Is attacking good there? If it takes us more than one turn to win, I think attacking is good there, yeah. Hell yeah, Blue Smoothie. I think that's about right in response remand. I think you figured it out. Someone's got their head in the right place. Emrakul? Yeah, we could just cast Emrakul. That'd be funny. Lose the infinite mana engine, just like play Emrakul 2 turns later anyway. Yeah, they can't tap the Canyon without dealing with Mirror Battlesphere or some of the tokens. Which you'd think would be pretty reasonable for a red deck, but they can't just like tap out for Kiki here. But like Furying the Mirror tokens would let them do that. Goblin Guide coming in hot. Yeah, that makes sense. Perfect. Perfect draw. Wubba-dub, 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 wubba-dub. Back to infinite mana. Yeah, we get channel for 103. I feel like Wheel of Fortune would have been sick for a while. Black Lotus Deceiver Exarch. Yeah, there's looting effect in here. Bloom. There we fucking go, huh? There we go. That deck was a beaut. Wasn't that deck a beaut? That deck was a beaut. Can I look at it? I can only look at it like this. This is a stupid way to look at it. Oh, I have the fucking Stream Decker.